Hey guys, it's Tinker Taylor here today, bringing you part 2 of the Furnishing the Shell Challenge. Now if you are only coming across this video now, this Shell Challenge is open to you if you play The Sims. It's on the gallery already. I haven't uploaded the furnished version yet because, well, I am in the middle of furnishing it. But if you do want to see how I did the middle townhouse, I did that last video, and if you want to see how I did the exterior of the build, which took me forever, check out the shell challenge video. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that bit. If you enjoy, that's not what I was trying to say. If you want to take part, that's what I'm trying to say. If you want to take part, all of the rules are over on Instagram, but if you have any questions, just let me know. It's pretty much don't change the outside, don't move the walls. That's pretty much it. So if you want to change the flooring, go crazy. If you want to change the wallpaper, go crazy. If you don't like the doors that I've picked, you can change them. But if you do change them, they have to be the same width. So like if it's a 2-tiled wide door, you must use another 2-tiled wide door. I think I will let you get away with using 2 single-tile wide doors. But that's it. You just have to... Look, I'm not too strict. I didn't even follow the rules myself. So, yeah. But the other thing is, if you want to use CC, you can, but I'm not going to be able to review your build, because when this is finalized, I will be doing a review of some of your builds, and like giving your names and whatnot so everyone knows that you built it. But if you use CC, I can't use it. I can't do it. And it is due by May 5th. There's no time period. I'm not going to say May 5th where in the world, because I'm probably not going to look at it until 2 days after. So you still have time if that is a worry about you, if you can only have it finished around May 5th, but you're worried I would have already looked at it. The answer is no, I would not have, because I am, yeah, like I said, I'm going to look at it a couple of days after. Because I think I randomly picked May 5th. There was no choice, there was no thoughts behind it. It was just that's the day I'm picking. And yeah, there's no real rhyme or reason to it, but it falls in between the 2 videos, which is why I'm probably not going to look at it until either the night before or the day of that the video is supposed to go live. So that's one of the only videos that I'm not doing in advance, because I am pre-recording a lot of videos from now until pretty much July, the first video of July. So if you are watching this in the past and then you start to watch future videos and you wonder why I'm sounding like I'm exhausted and just rambling on about absolutely nothing, that would be why. Because I am... Basically, I'm at uni, so I've got to try and keep ahead so that when it gets to the really, really, really busy times, I have more time later on. So I'm going to be really busy now, and the more I get done now, the more time I'm going to have later to be able to do the things that are going to take a lot of time, like assessments and group assessments and whatnot. But then immediately after all of my assessments are due, like I'm done, there's nothing else, class is done, all that stuff, I am going to be going away to house sit for a little bit. And I'm going to be gone for, it's only the length of time for 3 videos, but I'm gonna have, I think, 2 days to, like, if I were to just do it how I do it now, where I kind of do the build within a couple of days of it and do the video within a couple of days, sometimes usually the day of, I'm just not gonna be able to keep up with all my work and whatnot. So pre-recording it is. There are some days where I'm recording 6 days in a row, like building and recording 6 days in a row. But it's normally 2 days in a row. I'm gonna try and do 3 videos a week for the majority of the time, but right now when I have a lot of spare time, I'm gonna try and do like between 5 and 6, which it's a lot, but I also think if I do a lot of detailed builds, I can do a lot of part 1, part 2s, and I know that some people hate that and they really want just for the build to be done and just give me the whole build. I get that, because I'm the same. I don't want to watch part 1s and part 2s, but if I'm doing really detailed builds, I think I'm going to. And I also feel like that'd make my life a little easier, because then I'm not doing 6 builds in a week, but I could do one day where I just sit down and do this really detailed build and give you guys it in a couple of different videos, and it means I'm saving myself more time. But the goal is to have, I haven't even counted how many videos. I wrote them all down on a piece of paper when they all are due and when I should do them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 videos, and I'm doing them by the end of May. So this month and next month, I've got to finish 24 videos. But I'm hoping that if I do a lot of like detail heavy builds, like this one, it just took me one build to do the exterior, and that was a long-ish build compared to other ones. Like, I'm trying to look at my computer, but my computer is having a little moment. Yeah, so the building is about 20 minutes, but the first furnishing is about 10 minutes, and this one I think is about 18. I did spend a little bit longer on this build because I wanted it to be a bit of a messy build. The idea is there's a grandmother who lives here with perhaps a granddaughter or a grandchild, like either a grandchild or someone she has adopted, or is long-term fostering. And they do have their own room, this particular individual. But then this grandmother also fosters other children, and yeah, that's why the house has just got so much. I was gonna say love, but I mean that's correct, but like toys and whatnot, so all of the kids can have their own little space and play. And you know, this room here is supposed to be the lounge room, but it's really just like a family room where the kids can come in here and play, and maybe the older kids are watching some TV or watching a movie, and the grandma can just sit there and watch over everyone and make sure they're all okay. There's a little baby playmat in the corner, so maybe she plays with the little baby in the corner. You know, just sweet stuff like that. So that was kind of the intention for this house, and I wanted it to be mismatched and just like maybe a lot of these furniture pieces have been donated, and you know, the walls are a bit bland and whatnot, but you know, just because we can't afford fancy art doesn't mean, you know, the money isn't being spent on more important things, you know. It's just the grandma tries to make the space really a space for the kids to have a nice, calm, loving area. And I really, really, really wanted to make it seem lived in, because the other one I made almost like a show home, But this one I wanted to feel a bit more lived in. So I think for the last one, I'm going to try and get some happy medium ground where it's not a show home, but it's not like super cluttered and whatnot. I want to just try and make it, I don't know, a normal house. I say normal house like these other two aren't. Yeah, just a house. Nothing special or flash about it, just, I'm going to say it again, a house. But I'm not entirely sure. Oh, pardon me. I've had a few different ideas of what I want to do, but I don't think I'll know until I get there. I have placed some items in the build or in the townhouse already, but I don't know if I'll necessarily use them. I really wanted to use blue cabinets in this side, and then I found some blue cabinets I really actually liked and thought would go better in the other build, in the other townhouse, so I put them over there instead. So, yeah, maybe I'll use them, maybe I won't. This space up here is supposed to be like a little quiet relaxation zone, where, you know, maybe the granddaughter might come up here and just have some quiet zen moments to herself. She might study up there, or she might have friends over and they can watch some TV or play some chess, or, you know, there's a little yoga mat outside so that she can just take care of herself. And then some garden space, because gardens are always good. I'm imagining the grandma encourages the kids to grow their own fruit and vegetables so that they can have the skills and really care about their nutrition and all this other fun stuff. So yeah, I thought that would be really nice and sweet. And then I completely forgot to put the fridge in at some point, so I had to come back and put it in, and there wasn't any space for it, and I just got frustrated. I make space for it, but after this, I think I go down and do the granny flats, I'm gonna call them. The little basement granny flat type things. And I kind of love them. I know they're so dark and just probably wouldn't be the best for natural light to come in, but it's underground, so that kind of makes sense. But I think, I don't know, I feel like if there was a park right nearby, I wouldn't mind living in one of these little apartment thingies. I think I'd prefer to live in the one with the townhouse I've already built, or even the other one that I haven't furnished yet. I say already built, I've built them all already furnished, because it just, they both have a bit better lighting. And the one that I've already furnished is a granny flat, but you still have access to the upstairs. So I think that'd be nice. Just being able to, like, maybe I haven't put any washing machines or dryers in this build, I don't think. I could be entirely wrong in saying that, but I'm almost positive I haven't. I know I definitely didn't in this build, in this townhouse, but I don't think I did in the other one. I could have, but I don't think I did. But I think that other one would be nice, because I'd imagine in the bathroom upstairs there would be, like in the upstairs bit of the townhouse, there'd be a washer dryer, so I could go up and use the washer dryer with whoever's living there. But they've got their own little space, and they get to, like, I hardly ever see them, and I get my own little space down there, and it just, I don't know, I feel like it would be a nice little quiet spot to live. I've recently been in love with the idea of living in a townhouse, while also being frustrated with living in cramped quarters with a lot of other people, so I don't know. I feel like a townhouse would be completely different to how I live now, but I don't know. I'm curious to know, for people who live in townhouses at the current moment, do you love it? Do you hate it? Why? I'd love to know. I'll be real, at this point, I'd move anywhere that is livable. Like, it just, it doesn't have to be pretty or nice or anything like that. That's never really been a priority, but like, just, that would be preferable. But just anywhere that I can live and have my own space, that's all I want right now. But anyway, I think it'd be heaps of fun to just live in a townhouse. I don't know why. I feel like a lot of people who live in a townhouse would be telling me I'm not. I wouldn't feel that way if I actually lived there, but you know, whatever. That's how I feel. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I can't believe I rambled this long and only just run out of things to say. Yeah, so if you guys want to take part in this challenge, it's on the gallery. It's called the City Townhouse Shell. There is 2 rules, as I mentioned earlier. No changing the walls, no changing the exterior. You can furnish the backyards and the roof spaces, but nothing else. You can't change anything else. You can't... No, not allowed to do it, but you can change the internal wallpaper and flooring. And you can change the doors out for doors that are the same size. If you want to use CC, you can, but I cannot review your build. If you do, I mean, if you use one tiny little thing and you want to use it in your build and like you actually use it for gameplay, sure, go nuts. But if I download it and that one tiny thing's gone, like if it's nothing big, then sure. But if it's like everything you used to CC, it's going to be an empty build anyway. There's no pack restrictions if you want to use any other like tool mod or anything like that. Go crazy, I don't care. Yeah, basically have fun with it. If you've got any other questions, let me know. Probably ask me over on Instagram or in my Discord. The links to both are below. And yeah, that's probably an easier way for me to be reached than here. I will still respond here. It's just way easier for me over on those platforms because I'm normally on them. Especially Discord. Like my flatmates and I have a Discord server just to be like, hey, I blocked myself out, or hey, I'm gonna study, or hey, I'm going grocery shopping. Someone wanna come? Like that sort of stuff. So yeah. But if you don't have or like Discord, I'm also on Instagram. I'm a little less active over there because I'm still learning the platform and I'm trying not to get stuck in doom scrolling because I do and it's terrible. And then I end up sending 1,001 memes to my friends and it probably annoys them, but that's fine. They can just deal with that. Anyway, that is pretty much it for this video. So if you've enjoyed, make sure to subscribe because I come out with 2 videos a week and I'm going to be putting so much effort into the next few months because I'm trying to get out the best builds I can. But that is enough for this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.